PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The LA offense going to go to work for the first time, and it is the veteran Matthew Stafford at the helm in his 16th NFL season and 4th with the Rams.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead give up the middle to Williams. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Stafford. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's going to be taken down, back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by the Kyron Williams touchdown run. Seven 0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. First and 10, right at the 30. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out.
And
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's Samuel. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 3rd and 2 as they've got it as we resume action. Out of the gun, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Purdy. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Purdy from the gun. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. Now Purdy. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ricky Pearsall, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession. I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him, or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here, as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Brock Purdy and the offense back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his pass incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Third and 3. Back to throw, Purdy. That is caught. They find some open field here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle to the 36-yard line. Stop there. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's 2nd and 7. Purdy looking to throw. This is Jennings. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. The tight end in motion right. Purdy now to throw. His throw incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. Back to throw, Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Stafford to his #1 guy, Cup, for a Los Angeles first.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now it's Stafford. Screen play set up for Williams. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again is Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 2. Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Purdy. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
We saw a fine performance in the 1st half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's Purdy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8. Now Samuel. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now we'll pause here for an injury, and it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Out of the gun, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Back to throw now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jennings. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Purdy. Slant route complete to Bell. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll look to throw now on first down. Caught here by Bell. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to throw, Purdy. This is caught. Touchdown. Ricky whistle with his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for two here. Purdy will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Stafford now to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Throwing is Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Stafford. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now Stafford. That is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, 26 yards. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing here, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Purdy now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. This is McCaffrey on the give. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 60 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Back to throw. Purdy. Touchdown, 49ers. Ricky Pearsall from 3 yards out. And the 49ers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point try now for Moody. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So now Stafford and the Rams down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 2.5 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Now Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nakua, 75 yards. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone, and a two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49ers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
a leader, right?
To make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout. Free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Second and 6. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he will have a Niners 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.